Good morning, friends. Today we are learning second lesson of the seventh standard, which was yesterday, which we came nearby half a portion of the part of the same lesson we studied of the seventh standard. Today we will go continue there. So what is there? Rana Sangh's of Mewar, he gave the strong decisions against Babas, but he was a failure because what is there? Here, Babar he used a successful use of artillery, or also along with that he used his reserve forces played an important key role in that battlefield. So what is there? Do you know after the Babar, Humayun became the ruler in the year 1530 to the 1539, and from the 1555 to the 1556 ascended the throne. Humayun. After that Babar, Humayun became the emperor of Delhi there. He was defeated by Sher Shah. Humayun was defeated by Sher Shah, and Sher Shah established the Sur dynasty on the throne of Delhi. So Humayun he was lost that war. He defeated, and afterward what happened that Sher Shah Sur he established his own dynasty or the Sur dynasty on the throne of Delhi there. After Humayun, Akbar he became the ruler in the year 1556 to the 1605, ascended the throne. There was a battle between Akbar and Hemu at Panipat in 1556. There was a battle between the Akbar and Hemu at Panipat in the year 1556. This battle is considered as the second battle of Panipat. This is the second battle of Panipat, which was fought between the Akbar and Hemu in the year 1556. So this second battle of Panipat, Akbar's ambition was to bring the whole India under his one central authority, and the Emperor Akbar's ambition was theirs to bring whole India under his control or under his own authority or the powers theirs. So with this same ambitions, he fought against the Hemu. After the Akbar, Jahangir he became the emperor of 1605 to the 1628 and became the emperor. Jahangir became the emperor of Delhi there from 1605 to the 1628 CE. During his reign, his wife Noor Jahan played an active role in the what we can say the administrations. His wife Noor Jahan played an important role or active role in the administration that Jahangir was followed by Shah Jahan. After the Jahangir, Shah Jahan became the ruler of Delhi there or emperor of Delhi from the 1628 to the 1658. Up to here, Shah Jahan he became the ruler there or emperor. As the emperor, the next emperor after the Shah Jahan, that is Aurangzeb from the 1658 to the 1707. 1658 to the 1707. In this period of time, Emperor Aurangzeb he became the emperor of Delhi there. So Aurangzeb in history we know that because already we have studied this Aurangzeb history along with the Shivaji Maharaj. So this is the history. These are the ruler emperor of Delhi Sultanate that. So Aurangzeb he ruled very long time of Delhi Sultanate. After his death, the Mughal Empire once again became weak. So when Aurangzeb died, after the death of Aurangzeb, whole Mughal Empire became the weak there. So Akbar was the most powerful king among all the Mughal emperor. Akbar was the most powerful there among all the Mughal emperor, the Mughal dynasty. When he tried to bring India under his control or under his central authority, he had to face oppositions. When Akbar wanted to try, when he wanted to try to bring whole India under his central authority, under his own control of the power, that time he has to face many opposition there. He has to fight against the Maharana Pratap, Chand Bibi, Rani Durgavati. So their struggle is also important or the noteworthy against the Akbar there. So this struggle is also very important. Means their struggle to set up to defend their own independent kingdom is very important. But then also, however, Akbar he defeated to everyone. He established, he tried, he is successful. He is successful in his ambitions. So when it will come tomorrow, then tomorrow you see the next point, that is Maharana Pratap.